exempt from a sickness, man, whenever it comes upon him. A mighty man with big ass muscles like that, yeah, he takes protein shakes, all that shit, you know, but what happens? He ends up getting sick, dies.
Well, there's this dude, this Edomite at my job. He's probably about this big. He's a scrawny little Edomite, but he thinks he's a tough guy or whatever. But he takes all those protein shakes and shit like that. But when we be working in the heat and the big pipe wrenches and what have you, this dude always, he stops back and he's like this. And I'm like, what's up, man? You all right? I'm just taking a rest. And he gets frustrated real quick. And I asked him, I was like, man, you be taking all those protein shakes, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, are they not working or what? You know, and he starts laughing, which proves that they don't do shit for you, man. It's in your mind that they do something. But he don't got no stamina, he has no endurance. He gets weak easy. He's weakened easily. You know, when like I was saying in prior weekends ago, like any man can fight, right? Someone's fighting. But when it concerns life or death, the whole scenery changes, the whole attitude changes. You don't know how to fight precise. You're gonna be all wild because the dude's trying to kill you. You're gonna try to kill him. You know, a fight could go either way. Just because you have skill or because you have big muscles, that don't mean shit. Yep. And the little guy that fights like a big guy, catches him one time in the jaw, that's enough to make that man fall, like not knock out, but his strength leaves him. He's like, damn, you know, he got me good. So now he has to be more careful. And all along, that little dude is sticking him. But that dude's muscles and his pride and his arrogancy didn't profit him nothing at the end of the day.
Yep. Big for nothing. Yes, it is. That's all it is. Proud, big, arrogant, whatever. All this is for nothing. That's why everything it says that. That's why everything that the scriptures say that all is vanity, because, or even tells you, what is it? Timothy's? Is it Timothy's where it says that vitally exercise profited little? All right, you know, these bodies are feeble, and the brothers said it. A fight can go either way, man. You see it all over the internet. If you ever go on YouTube, type in like tough guys getting beat up. They're a big man, and they maybe won a bunch of fights, but you see a guy smaller than man that just like uppercut him or something, and he got knocked out. It goes either way. All in all, you can only think about it like this. With the Most High, it's 50-50. You're either gonna die or you're gonna live. That's how it is. There's no in between. You're gonna get knocked out and stumble, especially when it concerns your life.
Oh, I got this. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God had chosen the weak things of the world to confound things which are mighty.
Right, you know, and weak can go like from scrawny or actually spiritually weak, mentally weak. It hits every aspect, all right?
And base things of the world and things which are despised hath God chosen. Yea, and the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Right, because a man who's proud, he already thinks he's gonna make it. A man who's small, weak.
A man that he knows he's gonna be faced with the he's gonna be given a challenge, or like he's been faced with he's gonna have a hard time. That man, he's gonna depend more on chance and hope than coming with this attitude, well, I got this, and then it turns around on him and he gets knocked out. That's how you 2/3 are. Y'all think y'all got this, man. Y'all think y'all are good in a good case. Y'all come to the Lord proud. Y'all come to the Lord with not even shamefaced. Like that man, what is that man that in the Gospels? There was two men. One man went and he was praying to the Lord, saying, I'm glad I'm not like I'm glad, I thank you, Father, that I'm not as the man that's next to me. I fast. He was boasting to the Lord. I fast, I do all these things. But then that man that had his head down, and he confessed saying that he wasn't worthy, and to forgive him, the Lord honored him more than he did that man that did all those fastings, and he was he was righteous in his own eyes. The Lord wasn't even looking at him. He was looking at that man that came bowing down. That tell you 2/3. Y'all think y'all got it, man. Y'all think y'all are set. Y'all think y'all actually gonna be delivered. And at that, y'all don't even got the name. The most important thing y'all don't even got. And y'all don't even know to realize, and to realize you gotta study to find out what the real name is.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. But time and chance happen unto them all. And that's the point. It's 50-50. Nobody knows at a determined time who's going to win, or who's going to make it, who's going to win, whatever. Like we were just telling you, man, things happen. You know, like I think I was telling you about it the other day. But there's, you know, brothers have seen it throughout their life. You know. There's those moments where you see it, you go through something or a situation or something happened to where when you come out of it, you're like, how in the world did that happen? You actually even say, how in the world did that happen? It's because the Most High did it. That was the Most High doing that marvelous work that you couldn't comprehend how it could have happened. The same way that it happened in these times, but with the elect, because we don't have that attitude of being proud or mighty. You're gonna come up against a situation, you'll be like how did that just happen? Because we know, but that's going to be an indicator that you can be the elect because the Most High is working with you. He's allowing you to get to that situation. A man who's proud, like the brother was breaking it down, a man, when he's going to come up to a great battle, he's going to see like 8.
He's going to consider, yeah. He's going to consider and he's going to consider that situation. Like it talks about in the Matthew, or Luke, which of you that don't count, how does it say? How you don't count if he has enough sufficient funds to start building. You know what I'm saying? For at least he start building and he has nothing else to build with. And the people start laughing at him because he didn't have enough sufficient funds to continue to finish his work. He didn't consider it. But you 2/3, y'all jump in, y'all act like y'all got it. You know this, you know it all. You ain't need to be saved. You heard the gospel already. It's already in you. When you say something like that, that's an indicator right there. When you be like, oh, I already know it, man. I already know it, brother. You're being proud and you're not even being dealt with.
Yeah, we had there was an example. We had actually 2 examples, man. When we used to go preach on by the library, across the street from the library, we had this bugged out Haitian, I think he was. But he ended up saying he was Elijah and he had the cure to cancer, breast cancer. You know, we were like, whoa. The conversation was going all right. We were talking to him. You know, he was quiet and everything, but the Most High brought it out. He was like, well, I'm Elijah. I'm like, what? We were like, what the hell? Where did this come from? And we had some guy try to rain down fire on us in the La Azteca parking lot one time. You know, but like that's the brother's saying, like y'all people, y'all walking the life. Like we were talking about it. Fellowship a while back too, that you know, when we're in this truth, all of us brothers, man, our minds have been renewed to the point where there's not a minute pretty much that goes by where we can't think about the truth. You know, you may be eating down, you may laugh at a joke real quick, be like, man, that was funny, but what clicks back on? The truth always comes back in. The scriptures start kicking in again. The destruction of America starts kicking in. However you gotta be, how you gotta present yourself. There's a minute that goes by where a man of the Lord is not thinking about the truth. But you 2/3, y'all just walk in thinking you got it all, man. Throwing up your hands, praying the demon. You know, but y'all actually think that like whenever the chariots come, you just think you're gonna be going up in a chariot. Well, y'all didn't even know the chariot's coming, but y'all gonna be like, you're not gonna make it. You know?
So I got this. This is James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren. Hath not God chosen the poor of this world rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him. So that's who the Most High is dealing with. That's who he's looking at, a poor man, a man that everybody else despises. Nobody wants to hear nothing about him, right? You know, he was going off in his life, but the Lord saw something in him that he brought him into the spiritual house, man. That's who the Lord is dealing with. It's not according to appearance. But you have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? And that's you 2/3, man. Y'all despise us, man. Y'all lift up fools. Y'all lift up rich men. Y'all lift up men of honor, of reputations. Right? And y'all don't even lift up people with reputations of a good report. Y'all lift up people with reputations of bad reports, man. Because they deal drugs. Because they're a leader, a gangster, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. But y'all oppress us. Y'all despise us. But really, y'all despising Yahweh Shai. All the brothers, this is for you newly brothers. That's who all these 2/3, when you're being talked about, you're being lies are being spoken of you, false reports of you, people separate themselves from you. You know, they're wicked, man. Those are those 2/3. And don't deal with them. Don't find it a strange thing when these things start happening to you. Know that you're rich. You got this knowledge, man. The Lord had saw something in you and it opened up your mind to receive this truth, and you better hold on, dear to it. Like the scriptures say about the man that found that great pearl, that pearl, yep. And he sold everything he had, or he went to go buy that land just to get that one pearl. That's how you got to hold on to this and be willing to sacrifice all just for that one pearl. Because wisdom and knowledge and understanding, it's greater and higher and above all things and above rubies.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 12. Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good, and set him up from his low estate, and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw it marveled at him. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord.
Right, and today, in this society, is that if you ain't exceeding at a rapid race, you know, you're looked at as a piece of shit.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Even when you're doing the right thing according to the Bible, man. Nobody wants to have no dealings with you. You know what I'm saying? And even at that, say if a brother has things, but once he comes into the truth, the scriptures bear witness to him. You're looked at as a prey. And your own friends will start separating themselves according to what, Luke? Was it Luke chapter 7?
Yep.
Or 6? Yeah. But because why? Because Yahweh Shai told us it will happen. And it's not about burning bridges. It's about the things, whatever brother's lie he's in, what he's gonna face and what he's gonna experience being in the truth. Like me, my experience, man, my friends ain't around no more. And when did it all start? When I started getting into this truth, man. Slowly and surely, I started seeing that separation. It happens, man. Whether you're a poor man, you don't got really much, because the scripture's talking about in the spiritual sense. But physically, you know, people don't want to accept you because you ain't got the best new phone, the best new ride. When you go to these schools, the elementary school, high schools, and they'll fucking clown on you just because you ain't got the newest Apple phone. I've been out of high school for a long time, but I know that shit happens. They want to clown on you, think they're better, they're on top. You know? Some wicked ass kids. This world's wicked, man.
And that just shows, man. Like, I don't feel sorry for y'all, but it's just what is it? It's pitiful, pretty much, or pathetic, man. How a man can get proud off of a small device like that. They can't do nothing, man. You pour a drop of water on the screen, it's gonna break. or it's gonna stop working. You know, and that's Israel, man. Like these 2/3. Like, how can you get that proud? You know, that's why it said in 2 Corinthians that you look for the things that are on the outward appearance and the things that are physically seen. Whenever we're talking about is being spiritual. That's why you can't get this knowledge, because we're being spiritual about it, but y'all want to be physical, carnal about it. You know, y'all like you said, y'all like to clown on us, but like I said, we are rich. You know,
yeah, we're rich, spiritually rich. Man.
Like, and it even says in Revelations that because you say you are rich, you're gonna be naked. Or
yeah, you're found out as being wretched,
naked, poor and wrinkly.
Yeah.
You're nasty.
Yeah. But naked in the Most High's eyes. And to be naked is shameful. You cover yourself up. Y'all people don't even know that you're naked in the Lord's eye. He sees everything about you. And you're still walking. You're still walking, not shamefaced. But it's gonna come where all your sins are gonna come back into remembrance. Then you're gonna be ashamed. You're gonna fall to your knees and you're gonna bow down to the Yahweh Shai. But after that, you're gonna get your ass destroyed. Let me get this. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25:2. 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, and a poor man, not talking about a physical sense. Say if you got riches in the side, but you're poor spiritually. You're proud, man, and you're to be hated. That's why we hate 2/3 of y'all, because you're proud. And you despise the poor.
Too, also because, like I said earlier, when we first started, about how Israel they wanted to serve the Most High and also be rich at the same time. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. But that's not how it works. But that's how it went, to the point where they started thinking they're rich and they had the Most High in their back. You know, but you gotta understand, you gotta go through a process with the Most High. You know, y'all people that's why, because you didn't have patience. One of the fruits of the Spirit, you were poor in that area. You didn't have control. It's temperance, another fruit of the Spirit. You know, so the Most High, that's why y'all are wicked, man, because you got exceedingly proud of these devices that y'all have now, and y'all actually think y'all are rich. You know, it takes a wicked man to even say that they're rich. You know, all the prophets, Job, let's look at Job for an instant. When he had all his riches, Abraham had his riches, he didn't go around saying, "Lie, get out of my way, I got my riches, my cattle. Get out, I'm good now." He didn't say that.
Or he didn't forsake the Lord. They didn't forsake the Lord.
Yeah. And they always glorified the Most High immediately from it.
When they had riches and when they were brought to a low estate.
Yeah.
When Abraham was about to have to give up his only son Isaac, did he forsake the Lord? No. He was gonna do it. That was he at that moment. Abraham was brought to a low estate. He had to hold on to faith, and that's what these 2/3 Israelites, they can't understand that word faith. They can't understand that you need to have that faith. And Hebrews chapter 11 tell you exactly what that faith is, and also that faith is a gift. Not everybody can have it. So in order to be delivered, you got to have faith, right? Works and faith. Well, only the elect can have that true faith.
Because it's like the Most High, we already know, man, like, you know, there's a bunch of these brat kids, right, today. You know, whenever, man, I used to know some brat kids, man. If they didn't get maybe a Kool-Aid one day, they start having a temper tantrum, man. They start throwing a fit. They go soak in the corner. That's what y'all 2/3 did, man. Like, because separating the elect, like we're talking about Abraham, Job, what did they do? They glorified the Most High, like it says in Timothy's, in season and out of season. When they were down, when they were brought to a low estate, when they had nothing. You know, but Israel, you 2/3 we're talking about, y'all were those children, man, that the Most High pretty much allowed yourself to be taken from you, or you asked for it, but you didn't get it, so you started throwing a fit, and you were like, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore. And the Most High, he did away with you, like, because y'all actually think y'all are lords. Y'all actually think y'all actually have a say in what the Most High can do or not.
Yeah.
But the Most High proved it to your face, like, hey, go ahead, go, see what happens now. You ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah. That's why he gave us over to our oppressors, man. That's why we're in the condition that we're in captivity, and why we're not on top. You know, we're low. Like Ecclesiastes say that King Solomon